Hello everyone, and a warm welcome to today's coverage. Before diving into the latest updates, I kindly ask all of you to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Your support goes a long way in helping us bring you more content. Now, let's get into the news. Broncos off-season primer, cap space outlook and expiring contracts. The Denver Broncos are heading into the 2025 off-season with some intriguing challenges and opportunities. While the team is projected to have significantly more cap space compared to previous seasons, a number of expiring contracts and roster considerations will play a critical role in shaping the off-season strategy. Let's break it all down. Cap space projections. As it stands, the Broncos are projected to have approximately $63.4 million in cap space for the 2025 season. However, this figure comes with several important caveats. First, it assumes a base salary cap of $272.5 million, a number that is still subject to final league adjustments. Second, this projection is based on the team having 36 players currently under contract for 2025. Once the off-season officially begins, the NFL's top 51 rule will take effect. This rule stipulates that only the top 51 salaries count against the cap during the off-season, allowing teams to carry up to 90 players on their roster. However, as the regular season approaches, every player on the roster will count toward the cap. This means the Broncos will need to sign 15 additional players to reach the 51-player threshold, reducing their available cap space significantly. Futures contracts, building depth. A key step in the off-season process is signing players to futures contracts. These contracts are typically offered to practice squad players or unrestricted free agents who the team believes have potential. While these deals are generally for the league minimum and carry little or no guaranteed money, they provide valuable depth. The Broncos currently have 16 players on their practice squad and are likely to offer futures contracts to around 10 or 11 of them. Players with no more than 2 accrued seasons, such as linebacker Andrew Farmer, offensive guard Nick Gargiulo, and wide receiver A.T. Perry, are prime candidates. Others, like wide receiver Michael Bandy and defensive tackle Matt Henningsen, who have 3 accrued seasons, may also be considered. If the Broncos extend futures contracts to these players, the total cap hit could range between $6 million and $8 million. This is a modest investment to build a competitive off-season roster. Exclusive rights free agents, ERFAs. The Broncos also have several exclusive rights free agents, ERFAs, to consider. These players, who have no more than 2 accrued seasons and finish the regular season on the active roster, can be retained with low-cost, 1-year tenders. Denver's current ERFAs include cornerback Jaquan McMillian, tight end Lucas Krull, defensive lineman Jordan Jackson, safety Devin Key, and edge rusher Dondrea Tillman. Given their contributions, particularly McMillian and Key, it's likely the Broncos will retain all 5, accounting for approximately $4.5 million in cap space. Addressing expiring contracts. In addition to futures contracts and ERFA tenders, the Broncos have 14 players set to become unrestricted free agents after the 2024 season. These include notable contributors such as offensive tackle Garrett Bolles, linebackers Justin Sternad and Cody Barton, quarterbacks Jarrett Stidham and Zach Wilson, and punter Riley Dixon. The team can negotiate with these players at any time to secure extensions before free agency begins. However, any deals made will immediately count against the cap. For restricted free agents like long snapper Mitchell Frabonnet, the team may opt for short-term, low-cost contracts instead of costly tenders. The bigger picture. While the Broncos are in a healthier cap position than in recent years, they must navigate these factors carefully. Retaining their own players, especially key contributors, could take precedence over pursuing big-name free agents. This approach, while conservative, allows the team to maintain continuity and strategically allocate resources. The other critical piece of the puzzle is the free agent market itself. The quality and availability of players will determine how aggressively the Broncos can pursue external talent. Stay tuned for our next installment, where we'll dive into potential free agent targets and how they might fit into Denver's off-season plans. Bottom line: the Denver Broncos have a solid foundation to build upon for 2025, but strategic decisions will be key to maximizing their cap space and addressing roster needs. Whether through futures contracts, URFA tenders, or re-signing key players, the off-season promises to be a balancing act. While big spending may not be in the cards, careful planning could set the Broncos up for sustained success in the seasons ahead.